Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. This is the Thursday night football pregame show. We're gonna get this one is gonna be a barn burner, like fucking bananas, and I cannot wait. I'm excited to be live here with you guys tonight. We're gonna cover our monkey knife fight. We're gonna cover all of our DraftKings. DraftKings is giving some good odds tonight. You got a boost on Zach Ertz anytime TD. I know they're hooking that up. It's gonna be a good night. I think we're gonna do pretty decent in DFS. You're not worrying about having to pick from like the top tier receivers or anything like that. Like it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be some exciting shit that's gonna pop off tonight. And I could be more excited to bring it to you guys. If you have not already, hit the like button on the video. Okay, hit the like button and also share the content on your social media. Hit that share button, throw some hashtags behind it, hashtag NFL, hashtag fantasy football, hashtag gambling, Twitter, all that good stuff, hashtag gambling, bring attention to the channel. You guys can help make this channel get bigger. I'm unfortunately one person, and Pat and Mike and, Payne, like they're all only one person, Raj, the more that everyone helps, the faster we can grow, the bigger we could grow, the bigger that this thing can be. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button. You're sharing the content. You guys are chatting it up in the live chat. Let's make this thing litty in the fucking titty tonight. This broadcast is brought to you by the SportsMe app. Get on over to the SportsMe app. Link is in the description section of this here YouTube video. Get on over to the SportsMe app. If you got a question, if you want to debate, if you want to talk MLB, NBA, NFL, MMA, boxing, wrestling, you could do it all over here. The Olympics, I don't give a damn. The SportsMe app is where you go. We have daily cash games happening over there. We're giving away money over on the SportsMe app. Go download my motherfucking app. Go download my app. It's pretty dope. Also, monkeyknifefight.com, promo code Rumboyz. If you guys want to, if you haven't already, create a brand new Monkey Knife Fight account. If you have not already, use my promo code Rumboyz. I'm going to match you on your very first ever deposit all the way up to $100. So 100% match all the way up to $100. If it's 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna match you on that thing. All right. So, we're going to be hooking you all up over there. Let's go ahead. Let's dive right into it. Hey, yo, cheers to me. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do. Dilly dilly. Yo, the comments are already pretty interesting. Justin, what's good? What's good? Weeds. When Pat gets here, I'm gonna fucking load a bowl. Aaron Jones or D-Hop, who will play better tonight? I get that D-Hop is like coming into this game, somewhat questionable. He is expected to play. He is gonna play. If you're Green Bay, you're gonna need to control the clock against this Arizona team because they can march down just as fast as Green Bay can march down and score. Arizona can march down and score, but Arizona. I'm getting this feeling that Arizona is coming into this game healthier, especially at receiver. They have a lot deeper weapons and a lot more depth. So if you're the Packers, you need to keep the ball out of Kyler Murray's hands as much as possible. But I think that D-Hop, in terms of fantasy points, D-Hop puts up more fantasy points than Aaron Jones. Just because I have a feeling that Kyler's going to feed him like one or two touchdowns. Like those touchdowns are going to inflate D-Hop's points on top of all of his receiving yards that he's going to be getting. You like the Packers at plus 6.5 on the money line? I feel like you want to take Arizona. You want to take Arizona. You want to take Arizona minus 6.5. I think this game could potentially could be a close one. We'll see. What up, Karam? What up? Hey, shit happens. It's early in the season. NBA is the one sport where you don't get concerned early in the season. And you don't get happy early in the season. Like any Lakers fan that like running around like oh, like it's all over and it's done with. Shut the fuck up. It's been a week. Any fan of any team that's running around, oh yeah, we're great, we're gonna crush it the whole season. There's a lot of games left and you can fall apart. Like we see this in sports that have longer seasons than 17 motherfucking weeks. No LeBron. It's only game 5 out of 80. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not worried. No real sports fan was no. If you know how sports works and shit like that, you're not bugging. What up, Pat? What up, Pat? I'll see you once you get here. See, there's that SportsMe app link. Weeds on that D Hop. Money line is plus 240, but makes sense to think the Cards winning. I mean, the Cards are coming in as a favorite for a reason. Aaron Rodgers not having all of his personnel. Yes, he is that he is that bad man. Um, not Equanimous St. Brown is at 400 all over on DraftKings right now. You know, and that's like a receiver that you're probably going to be running out in DFS plays tonight. You know, in GPPs. Fucking who else? Amari Rodgers is at like 600. Al Lazard on the COVID-19 list. Devontae Adams on the COVID-19 list. This is gonna be like a Randall Cobb night. Like the fuck, like Tanyan's gonna see targets tonight. Like Tanyan's gonna be a thing probably tonight. Like it's gonna be a weird game tonight. Let's see. Melo played great. I'm happy. Can't believe people say Russ should come off the bench. Give that team time. Give the 360 time to fucking get it together. You could tell where a team is at in 20 games. Even still, you can't really tell. Like around December is when you can really start to tell. Schultz or Tanyan. Schultz hasn't given us a reason to bench his ass. Like Tanyan's given us 1,000,001 reasons why we don't need him. Like Tanyan was pretty much droppable. Week 6? Last week he had a good outing, and you know he finally like found the end zone. But that was against Washington. Like this is against Arizona. Tonight I'm playing Schultz. Rel, what it do? Rel, what it do? What it do? People bitch to bitch. Yes they do. Yes they do. Try to give up Pitts and Waddle for someone like you said last time. Nice. I like it. Mike, what's up, bro?
What's up? I made it for pregame. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, that's a little. I was expecting to see Pat jumping in first, and you did. So it's a little bit weird. Let's get into capping this game. Justin, I love that you're taking our advice on you know that Pitts Waddle move. Ridley for J-Rob, I'd probably I could see where you could do that if you're weak at receive or if you're weak at running back and you need a running back and your receivers are all good at getting the job done. I could see trading Ridley. There he is. Drop the mic. Yup.
What's up, Justin? What's up, weekend? What's up, boys?
So let's go ahead. Let's get into to capping this game and breaking this one down. There's a lot
going on.
Yeah, a lot going on tonight, like, and a lot that I like. I've never seen a game where I got excited over so many different variables. I've already stated, I'm going Arizona money line. I built a 10-pick parlay that I'll go into in a second, but Arizona money line, I get that it's at minus 265, but do you see do you see a depleted Packers team like winning against an undefeated Arizona team?
I want to take it at 220. I do, but in reality, no.
The Packers are at 215 right now.
Are they at 2? Did it get updated?
Yeah, the Packers are plus 215. Cardinals minus 265.
Yeah, 215. I just didn't hit refresh. I know Pat's not here, but I talked to Pat about this off camera last night after AMA. And one of the things we were talking about was the fact that Green Bay doesn't need to beat Arizona in October. They need to beat Arizona in January.
Exactly.
And if they get to the point where they know that they're behind or even close to, you know, and they need to stay healthy. They can't have any more injuries. I mean, there's a chance that we see A.J. Dillon as the main back. There's a chance that do we see Jordan Love? I mean, that's even a question that we have to bring up, especially if we're going to be betting on the line.
Yeah, I think Cardinals is probably the safest bet. They're favorites for a reason. Just with the Packers missing Devontae, missing Lazard, missing so many key pieces. Your secondary gives up points and gives up big plays.
And don't forget they're missing David Bakhtiari as well.
Yeah, exactly. You're missing. They're still missing Bakhtiari. I thought he came back.
Pat said he thought he was missing tonight's game, so I'll look at that right now.
Yeah, that's something I would definitely double check on because I thought that Bakhtiari was back.
Yeah, let me look at it. I'll investigate while you.
But yeah, I mean, at minus 265, I'm going Arizona. That 50.5 over under. It feels like that's high, but no matter what, Aaron Rodgers is going to play up to his level of competition. I could see both these teams going back and forth, just bludgeoning the hell out of each other. So like the over feels like it can hit, but I could see this like as well, like being like a 49-point game. Like I feel like the under is probably like the safest bet.
Yeah.
Because like 50.5, like you're asking for a lot. Like you're asking for the night to be complete in total fireworks. And both these teams are actually fairly decent teams. They're actually really good teams. And then that spread is now just at -6. It was at 6.5. I feel like you got to take the -6. I think this could be a close game. Like we could be looking at a 3-point spread when it's all said and done.
You think it could be that close?
I think it could be that close. I also see where Arizona just outright beats them by a touchdown, but I don't think any more than 6. Like I don't see that happening. I don't see it being any more than a 6-point spread.
So LaFleur, they activated him to be returned. LaFleur stated yesterday that he does not think he'll suit up tonight. If it was Sunday, he would suit up for sure. So they haven't, as of yesterday afternoon, they hadn't decided, but it sounds to me like because it's a short week, LaFleur wasn't sure if Bakhtiari was going to be able to play tonight or not.
Makes sense. Okay, so yeah, this Packers team is dealing with a lot. That's a lot of losses.
And no defensive coordinator.
Yeah. So essentially, and there's also no MVS either.
Yeah. So you're out. Your wide receivers are
Randall Cobb,
St. Brown.
Yep, Equanimeous St. Brown and Amari Rodgers.
Honestly, I was going to say that. If I were the Packers, I'd throw Tanyan out wide and just play Mercedes Lewis at the tight end position.
And maybe that is something that they're going to have to look into, and something that is going to be a possibility. Makes sense tonight. If you toss Tanyan in a lineup or two, I'm not hating on that. We'll get into our DFS and how we organize that.
I'm looking at him in touchdown dance as well.
Yeah, I think that Ertz from the Arizona side, he could get a touchdown tonight as well. Here, let me go ahead. Let me show you guys this 10-pick parlay that I did. I don't know why. Look, there's just too many things that I like, and I didn't want to separate them all. I'll probably take this card here in a little bit, and I'll separate it up a little bit.
Is this all for tonight?
Yeah, these are all things that I have conviction in. I think Arizona -6, -6.5. I was able to get in on that. I did this right before the show. Zach Ertz for a touchdown. Christian Curt for a touchdown. I like. Aaron Rodgers over 229.5 passing yards. I like. Same with Kyler Murray at the same number, 229.5 over on the passing yards.
229. Okay.
Yeah, both those guys can easily do that. Over on James Conner's rushing yards at 29.5, do 30 rushing yards. Come on, you're going to do that. Aaron Jones at 44.5 rushing yards. I like it. You're going to have to use Aaron Jones a lot tonight, and you're going to have to keep the ball out of Arizona's hands because Arizona could go and score at a high clip and they can march out the field really fast. Christian Curt at 29.5 receiving yards. I like it again, just to match up, double down on that TD. Zach Ertz, 19.5 receiving yards, and Zach Ertz with 2+ receptions. All some things I chose things that I felt were easily obtainable, but had good odds to them. And just to see what would come away with. $2 turns into 82. So. Never know, but that's a little 10 pick parlay I threw together. You guys can pick some of your favorite pieces and mix them with some of your favorite pieces out of the parlay card. I may build up another one. I'll probably build up another one. Actually, we'll probably go ahead and do that right now. But yeah, what anything that you don't like about that?
No, I mean, obviously, I'm not really. You know me, I'm not really. I look at spreads. You know me. I'm starting to really get into that, but even though I can't bet out in California. So I don't really look at the props like you and Pat do purely because of that. I'm mainly, I'm mainly MKF, a monkey knife fight right now because I can do it. And the number that you have for the passing for Kyler and Rodgers, I completely 100% agree with you. The number that they have for monkey knife fight is way higher than that. And I am questioning what I want to do with that. But with what you got, I think that's a surefire bet with those two. So The reason I bring that up is if anyone that's listening wants to split it up and use those two and not do a full 10, I think those passing ones that you have down on the over for both in DraftKings, if I could, that's what I'd be hitting.
Yeah, I'm putting those two in again. The over on both those passing yards again on another card. My TD scores, I'm switching up. I'm going Aaron Jones and DeAndre Hopkins. Just switch it up.
Yeah. Now that we know Hopkins is officially active.
Yeah. The rushing yards, I feel like I want to do the same thing again. St. Pat is here. What up, Pat? Is he muted?
He's muted.
What's up?
There we go. What's up, bro?
Hey, Pat, I'm here on pregame.
You are here on pregame, and you spoke for me very well.
Thank you.
Earlier, I was listening in. Nice. You hit up that conversation very well.
I didn't want to put words in your mouth, but I figured that was important to say.
Well, yeah, don't play Curt tonight just because I don't want you to get behind the ball on Thursday night, especially with those receivers right there.
And Robbie, I like that 10-pick parlay.
Thank you. Saul says he's got the Packers, but he's not too confident. I look, if the Packers hit for you guys that are willing to pick the Packers, more power to you. I have no issues with that. I just want you to be aware of the injuries, and I want you guys to take that into account. And I think that does look as bad as Aaron Rodgers is, like that is that bad, man. But he is still one person. Mm-hmm. He is still one person.
He is one person. And this is, as Mike said earlier, they need to play for January. This Thursday night game on a short week does not mean the world to the Packers. They would love to get a W. Every team would. But at the end of the day, what's a bigger prize? Trip to the Super Bowl or a win on October 28th?
Yeah.
And so this is going to be one of those situations where real life football matters more than props, sports betting, fantasy, especially. We get frustrated when we're like, oh, this player is so much better than the backup. Why is the backup getting run? Because it's a 17-game long season. And while they may be able to win that one single game by playing that starter more, it's not going to matter.
100%.
And I want everyone that's listening to take what Pat just said full-heartedly, because Pat is speaking from a Packers fan right now, not from a bettor, not from a fantasy player. And that means more because he is speaking like the team would be thinking.
Exactly. I mean,
My perfect example for that situation is looking at the Tennessee Titans and how they play in the regular season versus the playoffs, or even in their down the stretch games as they're trying to get into the playoffs. Tannehill's passes go straight down. Derrick Henry's rushing attempts go straight up. And that's the matter of they're in must-win situations. The Packers are not in a must-win situation.
Exactly. Exactly. Not trying to throw a whole lot on this one, so I'll throw 3. There we go. All right, so this one I just did. I did Arizona Cardinals money line, Aaron Jones anytime touchdown score, DeAndre Hopkins anytime TD score. The over on both the passing yards, like we talked about, right? Aaron Jones over on his rushing yards, over on James Conner's rushing yards. Amari Rodgers 4.5 receiving yards. DeAndre Hopkins 49.5 receiving yards. James Conner anytime TD score. Just just things I think they could happen.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So that's how I'm playing tonight. I think that tonight is there's going to be more scoring than what we're probably anticipating. Than what would normally happen. Well, actually, even if both these teams were completely healthy, they're still going to score a lot. The Packers, it doesn't matter who they face, they're going to rise to the occasion and meet that competition. I got Aaron Jones going tonight. He should have a big game. I think he will. With all the injuries, you're going to have to keep the ball out of Arizona's hands. There are hurts to take to consideration. They'll be in the playoffs this year. Yeah, they'll definitely be in the playoffs this year, Weeds, and that's why they got to. You're not gonna try and waste it all on a Thursday night. Like Aaron Rodgers is smarter than that. Let's take a look over at Monkey Knife Fight really fast before we get into setting in some DFS lineups.
There was one prop that I want to bring your attention to on BetMGM. They are running a 1-game parlay for James Conner and Chase Edmonds both to rush for 30 yards, Aaron Jones to rush for 45, and A.J. Dillon to hit 25.
Nice.
Like a plus 200 or plus 210 or something like that. So if you're thinking, I want to stay away from money line or the spread on this game, and you're looking for something simple,
can you parlay those? It will let you parlay those.
Yep,
cool.
That's what it's all put together as.
Perfect.
Is one big parlay.
And I feel like you can hit on that one. Well,
Yep.
Obviously because of what I just put in over on DK. So and that's a good thing. Like if you feel confident about one thing on another book, you could go to other books. And if you find lesser odds, you can put down on those, and you just kind of double down. You're hedging it without hedging, like really hedging it. Taking a look here at monkeyknifefight.com here over at MKF. Promo code Rumboyz. Let me hang on. Stop sharing the screen. Now I gotta share the new tab. Give me 1 second, fellas. Appreciate your patience. All right, so we got Kyler Murray sitting at 270.5, right, on his side, more or less. Aaron Rodgers sitting at that 258.5 on his side, more or less. Now we're all confident that 229.5 based off of our parlay cards. What are our thought processes though in regards to Monkey Knife Fight? Pat, since you just got here, we'll start with you.
One thing I want to say before Pat goes, last night when I looked at this, when I was talking to Pat, I want to hear what Pat says because we talked about this last night. But when we looked at it last night, Rodgers was at 261.5, so it has gone down.
Okay, yeah, just a smidge. What are we thinking here, Pat? I'm still listening in the back.
It's an overall. It's a very safe line for MKF to put out there. Rodgers has been winning games without going off in terms of passing yards. He's had several games in the low 200s, games where he's only had 18 to 20 completions. He doesn't need to throw for that much to win. I'm going less on Rodgers tonight because I feel like there's a chance he even gets pulled if the game gets out of hand. I don't like his receiving options. I think Cobb can go for 60. 60, Tiny can go for 50. Aaron Jones for another 50 or 75. And you still need another almost 100 yards to get up to your 258. And I don't know where that comes from. So I don't see the path to Aaron Rodgers going over 258 tonight. Can he? Absolutely. He's Aaron Rodgers. He's a bad, bad man. He owns the city of Chicago. But I don't
This
see
is Chicago.
I don't see that path to the more, at least in terms of taking a bet on it. In terms of Kyler, I don't think Kyler will need to throw for 270. I think the rushing attack and their ability to control the time of possession will be enough for them to game manage this game and control the ball and the clock. So I'm taking less.
Really? I'm going to be completely opposite of you.
Okay, that's fine.
I am going more. Aaron Rodgers has like this crazy ability that if he is down, and let's say like he's out, he's already passed for like 200, right, to like the first like 3 quarters, but they're down. He's gonna go to the fucking air and he's gonna make those receivers. He has this crazy ability to make not shit receivers look like great receivers. Very low tier. None of these guys would ever be ones on any other team. And if it wasn't Green Bay and if it wasn't Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback, they may not ever see playing time anywhere else, for that matter. Aaron Rodgers, he's gonna fit the ball to Equinemius St. Brown. He's gonna make Randall Cobb look like a freaking G. Like we've seen it where Randall Cobb has been the one on this team before because of injuries, and he's had to step up and make plays. He's gonna force the ball and he's gonna turn not playmakers into playmakers. I think that he hits 258.5 with confidence. And same thing with Kyler, 270.5 with confidence. Just when you have the receiving core that you have, there's no reason to not put it up in the air. I don't know why you wouldn't. So yeah, I'm underneath the belief of more and more. Mike, what are you thinking?
So Pat already knows I'm struggling with this one. I was thinking over going into my discussion with Pat last night.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to bed last night, if I would have put a bet on right before I went to bed last night, Pat got me to go under. The more and more look at it, I would probably go over Murray, under Rodgers.
Okay, so we all have something different for once. Like that's rare that happens. Okay.
But I do want to say I would not be surprised if Rodgers throws for 300.
Oh fuck no! Like
Yeah,
that's the thing, and that's why I'm thinking. I'm looking at this as Rodgers gonna have to throw, and that's why I'm going with the more and more on this one. Just because he makes nobody's look like somebody's. If I was on the Green Bay Packers, he'd make my skinny ass look like a freaking all pro.
Bah!
I'm serious, bro.
I know.
He fits it into these windows and he puts it in his ball placement. It's impeccable, and that's what makes him the one of the greatest of all time. Okay. I like how
I'll say one more thing.
Hmm.
Rodgers has only hit above the more on that twice this year.
Then third time's a charm.
The first time was by 2 yards.
Okay.
So it's not. I don't feel like it's as much of a sure thing as it feels like because it is. We have this huge body of work for what is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers says is this 300-yard passer, 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. But I don't feel like that's who he is this year.
Yeah, we saying over/less is what I was thinking. The same thing. So okay, so you got a homie in the chat right there with you, Mike. Let's do some touchdown dance. We kind of answered this like in our parlays, but Monkey Knife Fight, we can design this any way that we want. Who do we want up first? Pat. We'll start with you.
You want me to go, Pat?
No, I got it. I was finishing chewing.
Okay.
I think you gotta like Robert Tonyan tonight.
Ooh.
The last time Devontae Adams
Contrarian
missed
as
the game,
fuck.
Robert Tonyan went off for 3 touchdowns.
Contrarian as fuck. I like that.
Um,
I like that.
he by himself could win touchdown dance tonight.
He very well could.
I like Aaron Jones tonight to get in at least once. So between the two of them, one of them is going to get in once at least.
Okay, so you're hedging.
And then, yep. So that's right there. I'm banking on one from those two, and then I think James Conner gets in.
I like that. I like that pick. Okay, so we keep it on the ground twice, and then we got a guy that can hit it through the air. And I like what you brought up about Devontae Adams' absence. Something to think about when we get into these DFS builds. Mike, what's your 3?
I'm agreeing with leave Tonyan up there. I'm going. I don't know why I feel weird on this one, but I'm going to say it. I'm going Connor too, but I'm throwing. I know you hate me for saying this. I just have a gut feeling that AJ Dillon's getting across the goal line.
No, hey, it is what it is. So we're gonna go James Conner and then AJ Dillon.
Yep.
Wow. Hang on.
I feel like you could also run one taking out Tonyan and putting in Aaron Jones in between Aaron Jones, Connor, Dillon.
Let me.
Oh damn.
Here, I'm about to do one up. Let's see. So the way I would play it, I like that one there, Mike. The way that I would play it, I think D-Hop gets in. I like D-Hop to get in.
Yeah, I do like D-Hop too.
I like Christian Kirk to get in. And I like Randall Cobb in Garbo time. These are the ones but I also like the ones that you guys built, especially involving Aaron Jones, especially involving James Conner. I just think that the receivers are gonna go bonkers tonight. Like I think it's gonna be a crazy receiver night. I even think that Ertz could fucking find the end zone. Like of course, like all these guys. Like if I'd probably remove Cobb and then put in Ertz. Well, now that'd be too many Cardinals. But yeah, like
if you wanted to do what you were talking about, I would be replacing Christian Kirk for Ertz.
Yeah, or either Curt. I either swap out Curt for Ertz. Like I think that these pass catchers all eat tonight. You know, wow, we all got some different takes tonight. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get into some. Oh wait, Trey S has a question. Evening, gents. 2 questions, not 1, but 2.
2 is better than 1.
Both full PPR, flex 1, Khalil Herbert, Elijah Mitchell, Pittman, or Chase Edmonds. And then the second question would be James Conner, Gaskin, or Elijah Mitchell. Okay, so for roster 1, man, I probably want to go Khalil Herbert. That was tough. What do you guys think?
Who's Chicago playing this week?
Frisco.
I like Khalil Herbert versus Elijah Mitchell straight up, and I'd take it with an additional 4 points on the Elijah Mitchell side. I want Khalil Herbert a lot there.
Yeah, I
which might be actually a monkey knife fight prop this week for that game is Khalil versus Elijah Mitchell.
Stay tuned Sunday morning, or either to our Twitter pages. Maybe we talk about it. Maybe one of us drops a tweet or something about it. Or
I was gonna say maybe I drop an MKF tweet Saturday.
Exactly.
Maybe a short.
Yeah, it could be a YouTube short or something or the other.
We'll figure that out.
So Khalil Herbert.
I think it's Khalil Herbert across the board on the panel.
Like when that happens. And then the second half of this question was Connor, Gaskin, or Mitchell. I feel like I want to go Connor.
I am.
Yeah, I want to go Connor for damn sure. And what I would do is move Connor, because this is a flex roll.
Yeah.
Move Connor into your RB2 and your RB2 into your flex. just for the weekend purposes, in case you have to make any adjustments at your flex spot, you're able to do so.
The only thing I want to add to that, just because it's my heart saying this, I really want to say Myles Gaskin, but I can't say it.
No.
Yep.
Yeah,
I really want to say Myles Gaskin. I really do.
Yeah, just that one's tough. Oh, let's do a hand build in the Crown Royal Kickoff Challenge. First place gets $200. Y'all want to see if we can build a lineup that's $200 worthy?
Let's do it.
I got a lineup that I'd be okay sharing with you guys.
Sure, man. Here,
I actually did some prep ahead of time, so I'm not just seeing this for the first time.
All right. What you thinking?
All right. So first one has captain of Robert Tonyan
Oh, I like it.
with Kyler Murray and Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh.
Aaron Jones, Chase Edmonds, and Randall Cobb.
One second. I like that lineup. I actually like that. Because I was gonna. All right, so that solves one whole part of what the show was gonna be. I was like, do we need to throw Tonyan into a lineup tonight?
Yes.
And now we do it, and that's what I love about this Tonyan at captain. Contrarian as fuck, boy. Contrarian as fuck. You're gonna see lineups with Kyler and Aaron. You're gonna see Kyler and Rodgers together. Okay, that's not beyond the stretch of imagination. You're gonna see Chase Edmonds, Randall Cobb. Like I like this one. Yeah, we're gonna use that one as in the free tourney. See what happens. Fuck it. Here now let's actually go and everyone put our heads together and build one. I like that one. I like that one for real.
I had an extra hour off today.
Nice, yeah. So, yeah, you guys got on live pretty early. I was like, oh, I like this.
The father-in-law said, "Hey, we're leaving early," and I said, "Well, I got football." Yay.
Let's go ahead. Let's hand build this one. Mike, we'll start with you. Who are you thinking as captain here? You want to go quarterback? You may want to put a receiver out there.
Let's go contrarian and see what we can do with James Conner.
James Conner at captain. Ooh,
spicy.
Ooh.
The reason I just want to tell the fans why I want to do this. I think that if Arizona does go up, his usage is going to skyrocket in the second half.
I like it. Let's see here. How do you want to follow that up, Pat? Are you looking to maybe build a stack off of that, or what are you thinking?
Connor's not. Yeah.
What
Connor's
up, Matt?
Not a great one to stack off of. It would have to be a completely separate stack.
Like I didn't know if you wanted to add a stack in. So,
but I think this one should be heavier Arizona based.
Do not drop Gainwell, and honestly, you should have had Kirk on your lineup.
Because I think if you're taking Connor here with the premise that Connor gets the bulk of carries in the second half, what do you need to happen in the first half to get you there?
You need a crazy passing attack. You need the Arizona Cardinals air raid to go bonkers.
So let's load up on a couple more Cardinals. Let's add Kyler, D-Hop, and either Kirk or a
Rondale Moore.
Yeah.
What about Ertz? Is he cheap?
Ertz is at 62.
No, never mind then.
Well, here's the thing: we can go Ertz because we have 10,900 left with 2 spots, so we could go. We could make this a 5-to-1 roster.
Yeah.
And I'm completely okay with that.
There are Packers contrarian options available.
Like we could go with the kicker. We could go with a cheap receiver and like St. Brown and Amari Rodgers. Like all the Packers receivers that we're going to use tonight are cheap as fuck.
Equinemius is sitting at 600. Amari is sitting at 400.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
So we can even go. We could even have gone with a Chase Edmonds over Rondale Moore, and still be able to afford Ertz and a Packer receiver.
You want to do that? Keep it on the ground with Chase instead of Rondale Moore, because the problem is with Rondale Moore is that it's too big play dependent, and that's where the concern comes in with putting more on the roster, is that you're putting him on the roster with the expectation of him getting the big play, but now that Ertz is in town, that hurts Rondale Moore even more. Christian Kirk is going off. Christian Kirk's not going anywhere. It doesn't seem like. So I think you want to do that, Pat? You like that? Remove Moore for Chase?
Yeah.
Boom, we go, and then we can go Zach Ertz, like you said, right?
Yep.
Bow. And then, bro, if we want A.J. Dillon, we can get A.J. Dillon. Who do we think out of the Packers is going to touch the ball more? Like, we can't get one of the kickers, so that's out of the question. But we can get one of their offensive weapons. AJ, Lewis, St. Brown, Rodgers. Like, I'm thinking in between these guys right here.
That pack of 4.
Yup. Because anything else is completely fucking pointless. So, yeah, that pack right there. Do we want to go A.J. Dillon? I mean, Mike, you said that you have a feeling that he falls in.
Yep.
I think he's going to fall in. Because I think there could be a plan where they end up giving him more of the rushing game, and they use Aaron Jones out of the backfield
as a receiver. They use Aaron Jones as a receiver, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can go Dillon.
And that usage has been there. I mean, yeah. I hear you bitching about it every Sunday.
Yeah, like yeah, you're right. You're right. I like that.
If you're going to have the usage there, this would be the week that you think it would be there.
No, hey, I really like that build. Like I can't hate on that build whatsoever. Let's see.
My thought process on this game has changed 10 ways to Sunday throughout the week.
Oh yeah. Like, I think it's going to be entertaining. I think it's going to be super, super entertaining. So let's take a look at so the ones that we did are these two down here, the Tanyan and the Connor. Okay, so these are the two that we just did together. Pat, I'm liking this one. I'm liking this one because if this one pays off, bro, with fucking Tanyan at captain, you know that not everyone in their mama is doing this. You know for a fact that everyone in their mama is not doing that right there. Mike, I like you setting this one off with James Conner. Conner's been getting the usage. He's been getting the fucking, the recognition there. I think there's a case to be made where is it him or Edmonds who's the more dominant. Here's a couple that I made here. I'll keep it down here at the bottom. I did 2 lineups that put Kyler Murray at captain just because I really think that this Arizona team is going to be pedal to the metal out the gate. Like, the Red Sea is actually a more terrifying fan base than I think that NFL fans don't realize. I don't think that the Arizona Cardinals faithful get enough credit. I think that crowd's going crazy down there in Zona. Nice, fall, summer-ish night, because, it doesn't really get fall down in Arizona. It's perfect weather for football. Going Kyler Murray at captain. Now, here's the difference between these two lineups. Let's start with the Kyler Murray D-Hop stack. Obviously, we're stacking those two for a reason. I feel like that's self-explanatory within itself, fellas, right? Yep. Then I go Aaron Jones just because remember that theory that I was talking about earlier in the show about this team this Packers team possibly having to keep the ball out of Kyler's hands? And I think they try and do that, and they try and do that early. And if it's successful for them early, Aaron Jones falls into the end zone for us. Then I went Christian Curt. I'm super high on Christian Kirk. Like, what can I say? Like, I should just get a Christian Kirk jersey at this point.
Yes, you should.
Yeah. Matt Prater, the reason why I throw kickers into DFS lineups is almost damn near guaranteed points, especially if they're hot. And then Equanimeous St. Brown. Look, this is just cost consideration right here. I mean, what St. Brown he was at 600, Pat?
Yeah, 600 or 400.
Yeah. Our ESB was at 6, and Amari was at 4. That's what it was. With this lineup, almost kind of the same thing, but we doubled down on the quarterback. So I decided when I was building this one, I was like, let's see what happens if I just get both the quarterbacks, and let's say they are just passing back and forth, fucking good old fashioned Wild Wild West type shit, It's gonna be a firefight. So went with those two. Aaron Jones, same thing that I said earlier. Prater, same thing that I mentioned earlier. As long as Arizona keeps stacking on points or keeps getting in the red zone, Prater's going to be putting it through the uprights. He's been a damn good kicker this year. Randall Cobb, because he's going to be the one for Rodgers through the air. And then A.J. Dillon. So where I messed up here is I should have stacked, through the Rodgers Cobb stack. And then, Murray, with somebody's stack. I didn't put enough Cardinals into that lineup. So I know that one's going to cause me some fits. Let's see here. All right. And then Aaron Rodgers at captain, just because, he's motherfucking Aaron Rodgers. D-Hop, Aaron Jones, James Conner, Mason Crosby, A.J. Dillon. Kind of a balance on this lineup. More Green Bay, I guess you could say, on this lineup. Just in case Green Bay, kind of does well. Murray, D-Hop, Aaron Jones, Chase Edmonds, Mason Crosby, A.J. Dillon. I was thinking the same thing that you were, Mike, is you start seeing all this A.J. Dillon exposure here. That's because I started thinking the same thing as you. And if you notice, I have Aaron Jones and Dillon in multiple lineups together just because I think that they're going to be splitting.
And that's perfectly fine. The casual player thinks that you can't double up like that. You can't go Kirk and Hopkins in certain game scripts. That's the perfect thing to do, especially in DFS, because in big tournaments, you are not going to win by going chalk.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And if you do win going chalk, you're going to split the pot 100 ways. Exactly.
I did, and I put D-Hop as captain in that one just because, hey, D-Hop starts going off. If D-Hop shows signs of going off, we're going crazy, right? Aaron Jones at captain in this one. Again, if Green Bay has success on the ground, Aaron Jones is going to be pounding that rock all day, and I love it. I'm loving it. Kyler Murray at QB. I just think that it's going to be an Arizona night. I really think it's going to be Arizona night. James Conner, Christian Curt, Mason Crosby as a kicker in this one, and Randall Cobb. So a couple of lineups I put together before the show. Let's see, Tanya captain, Murray, Rodgers, Jones, Kirk, Cardinal. That's one of my lineups. Nice. I'm a heavy Kirk hater. How? Pat, get ready for the best receiver in the NFL to dice you up tonight. It's going to be an interesting game for Pat. This is one for all the ages, but I'm rolling Green Bay. I think Rodgers matches well with the defense he's about to face, despite Adams being out. It's Adams, it's MVS, it's Alan Lazard, David Bakhtiari. It's a lot of pieces.
Kevin King. As much as I hate him, Jair Alexander.
Yeah, Jair Alexander.
I think even the center might be out still. It's a mess right now.
Yeah, it's a shit show. And which is why.
And I will agree that I think Hopkins is one of, if not the best wide receiver in the NFL. I've been on the record and said that I have a Hopkins jersey. I like DeAndre Hopkins. I hope he doesn't go off tonight, but I like him as a player, and I think he was my pick to be the wide receiver 1 this year.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got to stick with your take, right? I mean, like we know how it goes. Like we know how it goes. Let's try and chase down $1,000 real quick. I'm about to do a super heavy Arizona Cardinals build really fast. All right, ready? Who do I want to make as captain? I'm gonna make D-Hop captain. I'm gonna go Kyler. I'm gonna go Curt. Let's throw Ertz. Let's see, 8,700. We need a Packer. I'll throw in Tanyan. Y'all convinced me. Y'all convinced me real damn well. And then I could still get another Packer. And I can't go Randall Cobb if I want. Like, hey, y'all convinced me. That was just a random quick build. I was like, you know what? Let's just see what the fuck happens. Like, the more and more we keep talking about the injuries and such, the more and more I'm like, bruh.
All right, I just got a text question from a league mate.
Mm-hmm.
In a standard non-PPR league, who do you want rest of season? CeeDee Lamb or Hopkins?
Wait, what?
Who do you want rest of season? CeeDee Lamb or Hopkins?
CeeDee Lamb or Hopkins? Oh, I always want DeAndre. Yeah. Oh,
that's where I'm leaning as well.
Yeah. Hoove!
What up, Hoove? Yo, Mark Turtle, what the fuck? Smokes rocks! Oh my gosh. So I like our chances tonight. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I like this 28-21 prediction, but I like it going the Cardinals' way. Like, no matter what, Rodgers can still. Yes, we are. We are doing a November stashes. Shout out to the homie Klug. I'm actually on his squad. Super excited. Yeah, my shit's about to get crazy. Crazy. It's gonna be, y'all gonna be like, whoa. But nah. So yeah, we built a couple of lineups. We knocked out a couple of parlays. Game starts soon. Anything else that y'all want to add before we get into Thursday night football?
Not really, except I think this is going to be a good game either way.
Go Pack, go.
We knew that was coming.
It is in the words of William Dafoe, contests are starting to lock. DFS contests are starting to lock. Love it. I love seeing that happen. In the words of William Dafoe, when he played the detective in Boondock Saints, there was a firefight. That's what tonight is going to be. It's going to be all the vibes. I'm excited to commentate it. Any final predictions? None?
As long as my touchdown dance works, I don't care.
I'm already seeing Pat get nervous. I'm already seeing it.
I'm at the point where I've accepted what's about to happen, and I'm going to enjoy it as a football fan.
Y'all gonna
as a Packers fan.
Y'all are gonna get a gigantic Cardinal red penis shoved right up that big block.
Okay, I was expecting you to say like a Cardinal, like a bird pooping, but you went with like a dick being shoved up our ass. Like, okay,
that's what's gonna happen.
Just cut the show. Cut the
show.
Cut the show.
Hey, I will say this.
Hit the outro. Hit the outro. Go,
Jayla.
Pat, go.
I'm
Jayla
giving
Go
you
back,
Cardinals
go.
fan.
I'm
Jayla
giving you
Cardinals
credit.
Hit
fan.
the outro.
Let's go.
Hit the
Pat,
outro.
Let's go.
Hit the
Cheers to
outro.
these,
You can
cheers
get
to
me
you, all the
afterwards.
Rumboys and
All
girls.
right, go.
What to do. We will see you guys in about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Peace.